Welcome to the Grimdark Chronicles. Something of mystery, an information repository, and a place of history and bygone times. With the archival world of Calliope lost to heretical treachery, now only a few data repositories remain. The Imperium of Man, the vast and oppressive human empire in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, is characterized by its rigid hierarchy and stark social divisions. At its core lies a massive, downtrodden populace subjected to relentless toil, while a small elite of nobles, high-ranking clergy, and military leaders wield absolute power. Between these extremes exists a quasi-middle class, an unrecognized but vital segment of society that bridges the gap between the impoverished masses and the privileged elite. This group is not defined by wealth or formal social mobility, as in contemporary understandings of the middle class, but by their specialized skills, indispensable roles, and the relative privileges that come with their positions, whether as artisans maintaining the Imperium's technological lifeblood, administratum clerks managing its sprawling bureaucracy, or sanctioned psychers whose psychic powers are crucial to survival. These individuals navigate a precarious existence. Elevated by their utility to the Imperium, yet bound by its brutal constraints, they represent a rare glimpse of stability and influence in a galaxy dominated by unyielding oppression and unending war. Artisans and Technicians. Artisans and technicians are essential for the operation and maintenance of the Imperium's industrial and technological systems, which span a staggering array of machinery, from simple tools to incomprehensibly complex constructs. These individuals possess rare and valuable skills, often honed over lifetimes, which set them apart from the mass of unskilled laborers. On forge worlds such as Mars, Riza, or Metallica, artisans play a central role in the Adeptus Mechanicus colossal factories, crafting everything from lasguns to advanced war machines like Titans and Knight suits. Their tasks often blend technical expertise with religious ritual, as every aspect of their work is seen as an act of worship to the Omnisci, the machine god. Artisans here enjoy privileges such as enhanced housing in dedicated artisan districts, better food rations, and access to Mechanicus-approved education. Their status, while still subordinate to the tech priests, provides a degree of protection and respect rarely afforded to others. Voidship technicians represent another critical subset, working on Imperial Navy vessels or within rogue trader fleets. These technicians are responsible for the maintenance of plasma reactors, Geller fields, which protect the ship from warp incursions, and warp drives, making them indispensable to the survival of their crews. Their skills often mean the difference between life and catastrophic failure in the harsh void of space. As such, they are treated better than ordinary crew members, with improved living quarters located near essential machinery and access to superior rations. For example, during warp travel, these technicians may be assigned shifts in vital systems rooms, reducing their exposure to the horrors and psychic phenomena that plague the lower decks. Their expertise not only earns them respect, but often ensures their survival in a galaxy fraught with peril. On hive worlds like Necromunda, artisans linked to guilds such as the Iron Guild or Prometheum Guild hold powerful positions in local economies. For instance, an Iron Guild craftsman who fabricates high-quality machinery or replacement parts might command influence over entire sectors, as their products are critical to the functioning of both industry and daily life. Similarly, the Prometheum Guild, responsible for fuel supplies, grants its artisans control over vital resources, making them essential figures within their communities. These artisans enjoy relative autonomy, wealth, and the ability to navigate the treacherous social and economic hierarchies of the Imperium, placing them far above the millions of unskilled laborers toiling in obscurity. Administratum clerks and bureaucrats. The Adeptus Administratum is the sprawling bureaucratic engine of the Imperium, tasked with managing the innumerable demands of an empire spanning millions of worlds. At the heart of this machinery are clerks and bureaucrats who handle everything from planetary census data to the logistics of supplying the Astra Militarum. These roles, while often grueling and monotonous, grant their occupants a degree of stability, influence, and material benefit that elevates them above the impoverished masses. On hive worlds like Necromunda or Armageddon, administratum clerks are responsible for overseeing planetary tithes, ensuring that the required quotas of weapons, food, or soldiers are met. These individuals often receive privileges such as private living quarters, improved food rations, and even opportunities for their families to benefit from their elevated positions. For example, an efficient tithe collector may be rewarded with access to off-world goods or exemptions from certain planetary restrictions, granting them a lifestyle unattainable for most. On Terra, the home of the administratum itself, clerks and archivists work in the sprawling data vaults beneath the imperial palace. These labyrinthine vaults, stretching for miles, house ancient records critical to the Imperium's functioning. Here, archivists labor under oppressive conditions, often going blind or mad from years of work. However, their proximity to the Emperor's seat of power grants them unique privileges, such as access to advanced medical treatments or rare luxuries. Despite the crushing workload, the role of an administratum clerk remains a coveted position, offering both personal security and opportunities for minor advancement within the imperial hierarchy. Mercantile guilds and traders. The mercantile guilds and traders of the Imperium occupy a unique and valuable niche within the imperial economy. Sanctioned merchants facilitate the flow of goods across vast distances, ensuring the survival of countless worlds by trading food, weaponry, resources, and luxury items. These traders, often operating under official charters, are among the few individuals permitted to amass wealth and exercise a degree of autonomy, making them one of the few avenues for upward mobility in the Imperium. Chartered merchants, sometimes operating independently or as part of a sanctioned guild, enjoy immense wealth and influence. For example, a merchant dealing in survival gear on the death world of Catachan might earn vast sums by exporting unique items such as toxin-resistant clothing or jungle survival tools to hive or forge worlds. These merchants often command entire fleets, allowing them to bypass the stagnant economies of individual planets and operate on a galactic scale. Their wealth allows them to fund private armies, bribe local officials, or secure positions of influence within planetary governments. In hive cities, mercantile guilds such as the Iron Guild or Prometheum Guild dominate economic life, controlling critical resources like metals and fuel. A successful guild merchant might own hab, complexes, or even entire districts, wielding power akin to that of planetary governors. While their operations are heavily regulated by the Adeptus Administratum, these traders and guilds often find ways to operate in the gray areas of imperial law, securing significant profits and influence. Despite their wealth, they remain subject to the Imperium's strict rules and the ever-present threat of reprisal should they fail to meet the expectations of their superiors. Planetary Defense Force at PDF officers. Planetary Defense Forces at PDF are the backbone of a planet's security, responsible for defending against threats ranging from rebellion to alien invasion. Officers within these forces enjoy significant privileges, including better living conditions, access to resources, and authority over their subordinates. These positions are often filled by individuals from wealthier families or those who demonstrate exceptional competence, placing them in a middle-tier status within imperial society. On Cadia, prior to its destruction, PDF officers were renowned for their discipline and training, often rivaling the standards of the Astra Militarum. These officers, were frequently promoted to prestigious roles within the Imperial Guard, further elevating their status. On hive worlds like Armageddon or Necromunda, PDF officers are often connected to the local ruling elite, enabling them to navigate the complex web of planetary politics. Their access to advanced weaponry, better housing, and political influence makes these positions highly coveted, often seen as a path to upward mobility for those born into lower ranks. The families of PDF officers also benefit from their elevated status. Children may receive superior education, ensuring their future prospects within the administratum. Ecclesiarchy, or military. While the risks of serving in a PDF are significant, especially on war-torn worlds, the rewards often outweigh the dangers, granting officers a level of prestige and respect within their planetary communities. Ecclesiarchy Functionaries. The Ecclesiarchy, as the spiritual authority of the Imperium, wields immense influence over its citizens, and those who serve within its ranks often enjoy privileges and respect far beyond their modest origins. Functionaries, including shrine attendants, preachers, and missionaries, play vital roles in spreading and maintaining the imperial creed, ensuring that faith in the emperor remains unshaken. On shrine worlds like Ophelia Vitura, attendants are tasked with maintaining the sanctity of holy sites, preserving relics, and catering to the needs of the millions of pilgrims who arrive each year. These attendants often receive sustenance and housing provided by pilgrim donations, allowing them to live relatively comfortable lives compared to the impoverished masses. Missionaries, who venture to feral and frontier worlds, are similarly supported, receiving advanced equipment, armed escorts, and even gifts from grateful converts. Functionaries in the Ecclesiarchy also wield moral authority, often influencing local leaders and communities. Their role as intermediaries between the emperor's will and his subjects grants them unique protections under imperial law, ensuring they remain a respected and untouchable part of society. While their material wealth may be modest, their spiritual influence elevates them to positions of power and reverence. Scholastica Psychana Adepts. Sanctioned Psychers trained by the Scholastica Psychana are among the most dangerous yet essential individuals in the Imperium. These individuals, whose psychic powers make them both feared and revered, serve in critical roles ranging from interstellar communication as astropaths to battlefield support in the Astra Militarum. Astropaths are crucial for maintaining the Imperium's vast communication network, using their psychic abilities to send messages across the warp. Their importance ensures they live under strict imperial protection, often within fortified enclaves. While their lives are fraught with danger, including psychic backlash and warp exposure, they are treated with respect and reverence, often enjoying better accommodations and access to rare resources. Similarly, sanctioned psychers assigned to military regiments wield immense power, capable of devastating enemy forces with their psychic abilities. While they inspire fear among their peers, their importance ensures they receive privileges like superior rations, personal guards, and enhanced medical care. Despite the dangers associated with their roles, psychers trained by the Scholastica Psychana occupy a respected position within imperial society. Their specialized skills ensure they are indispensable, granting them a status far above the common citizenry.